Alright guys, this is what I did to this thing. When I initially decided I was going to remove the stock 50cc 2-cycle engine, rather than rebuild it, I was going to put a Briggs & Stratton engine on it. Well, you can see where the stock frame was right here. So, obviously that wasn't going to work because of the height of the motor, so I opted to put this 1/2 inch rigid pipe in here with the elbow to create the backbone of this thing. Well, now I'm going to use this Honda clone motor, and it'll actually fit in the stock frame area. So what I have to do is take this original piece that I did cut out of the frame and weld it back in place. And the frame was a little tweaked when I welded that on because it's pretty loose. You see it moves around a lot there. If you look at that 1/2 inch pipe. So what I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to weld this back in up front first, right there. And then tweak the frame back, hold it in place, and weld that all back together. And then this motor will fit underneath there. And what we'll do is we'll just get a standard go-kart clutch, 3/4 inch shaft, number 42 chain. Go back to the stock sprocket, which is also number 42. Make us a nice cover to go over this so we don't get our legs caught up in the sprocket or on the clutch, and she'll be good to go. Then I've got to take this stock gas tank and I can reuse it. The problem is it's got a little rust in it and it had a couple holes right there, so we're not going to use that stock shut off on it. What I'm going to do is just get a plate and weld over that. I've tried welding this before and it just burned through because it's so rusty. So I'm going to find some good metal out here, weld a thin sheet metal plate on it, and then create me another hole, maybe in the same spot. It's just going to be a straight spigot with a filter on it, and that way I can use the stock fuel tank for it, and it'll look almost completely stock, other than the fact that it's got a big ass 5 horsepower engine on it, opposed to the little 50cc that was on there. I think those are like 100 and something cc's, almost 200 cc's. So it'll be a little bit quicker. Alright, let's see if this thing's working. I had the camera on while I was welding, and it quit. It just stopped recording, so I don't know if it was from the arc of the welder causing this cheap old little Vivitar camera to mess up or not. I don't know what's up with that. But I had to set up on the tripod on top of the air conditioner there, filming the welding, and it didn't record it. So I'm going to try it again. See, I got that piece welded on. I'll go ahead and cut this 1/2 inch pipe all the way off, and then I can tweak this frame around and line it up. Weld it on this side and then flip the bike over and do the underside. Now, I can tell you I'm not the world's best welder by far, but I'll get the job done. It'll hold. If it can hold my big 170-pound butt, it'll hold my kids' little light asses. I ain't never gonna build something to let them drive it before I test it myself. If it'll hold me and take the abuse I put it through, it'll hold them. Now this is the part that sucks ass. See this here? This is what I gotta use. My portaband's broke and my sawzall's broke. So all I got is this lousy hacksaw to cut everything. Let me go ahead and shut my welder off now, and we'll go ahead and cut this piece of pipe off of here. And later on I'm gonna take the grinder to it and cut it completely off. Really hardly even get at the darn thing, but we're just going to get it off out of the way for now. Partially, hopefully all the way. That's what I get like that. Oh yeah, and my grinder, I have no cutoff wheels for it and just one grinding blade disc, and I'm not going to burn up my one grinding disc just to get this off here when I gotta grind all this crap off of here when I'm done. Okay, I think we're gonna do something a little different here. Try to get this off because it's hard to get this angle. It wasn't hard to cut this back piece over here. That wasn't hard. That was a straight shot, but this up front here, it's hard to do. It was hard to cut it to make it and weld it on there, let alone take and do this. Well, we'll get her.